Welcome back to THB Sports Weekly. We are here this week at Lapel High School with sophomore girls basketball player Bre Boles. Bre, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
How exciting has this season been so far? I know you've only got 3 games under your belts, but you're rising up the state rankings, and it seems like things are going pretty well in the early part of the year.
Yeah, me and my team have been working really hard during practice and preparing ourselves for games, and I feel like since we've been playing with each other longer, we've been playing a lot better this season. It should be a fun season. I'm really looking forward to it, and I love playing with them all. So.
How much different is this year for you, having had that first varsity year under your belt, kind of getting a feel for what it was going to be like?
It was like a lot of pressure last year, of course, just because I was a freshman and I was starting and I was already committed to IU. But I mean, this year it's like less pressure. I already know what I'm doing. I can go out there and contribute the way I need to. So I feel like this year will be a lot better mentally for me and physically because I've gotten stronger and taller. But I feel like this year will be a lot stronger for us and my team.
How important is the senior leadership for this club? I know now Natalia Campbell's been on the varsity now for 4 years. Does she kind of give you guys some hints and some ideas of what to expect?
Yeah, because she knows what she's doing. She's been here for a while, and she knows our plays, and she knows how to run things, and we can really look to her and the other seniors as guides and as leaders, and we're all really close. So, I mean, we go out with each other, say to dinner or something, and we can sit there and talk, so it's a lot easier because we're really close to each other as a team. So we can always look at them as leaders, and you can ask them anything you want to, they'll answer. We're just all really close.
I know you're looking no further ahead than the next game, so right now Alexandria is the only thing on your plate. But when you look at the season as a whole and you look at the sectional field and some of the opponents that might be coming up there, does it kind of drive you each week because you know there's some tough competition ahead?
Yeah, I mean, we've only played 3 games, as you said, but as you look throughout the season, we're going to face some tougher teams, which makes me feel more excited because to competition, I love competition, of course. But I mean, we all work really hard, and just looking at the season and that, having the ability and to be blessed to be able to play a season it really makes me happy and excited. So.
What do you think it'll take for this to be a successful season for Lapel?
We all have to play as one. 5 players that play as one. We have to help each other on the court. We all have to get to know each other and how we all play, and we all have to contribute what we contribute best. So, I mean, once we play together and once we do what we need to do as a team, we'll be successful.
All right, thanks a lot for your time. When we get back, we'll be with Coach Kevin Brattain.
Want to know how your team did? Follow at THB Sports on Twitter for the latest scores, stories, videos, updates, and more.
And we're back here at Lapel High School with girls basketball coach Kevin Brattain. Coach, thanks for joining us.
It's glad to be here.
How early in the year, you've only got 3 games under your belt. Is that a good thing right now? Do you like having the extra practice time, or would you rather have a couple extra competitions? I know one got canceled by weather, but how's that work for the schedule for you?
Well, we always have a little problem getting started because we have our seniors always go to Europe. So we had 1 game and then we were off for 10, 11 days and we came back. So we had to get some practice in to get those seniors eligible. So it kind of hurts us a little bit, but yet from a coaching standpoint, we can put a lot of stuff in and we can get to do a lot of scouting in the evening, not having to worry about playing. So it works out a little bit both ways.
How have the girls responded to that? Do you like the way that they've come through practice in the early part of the year?
Yeah, I think we've done really well. I think our practice has been very competitive. We got a pretty young group of kids too, and we got 4 seniors, so we got great leadership. So they've done pretty well so far.
You rise to number 2 in the polls this week, which obviously any time of year the polls are worth what they're worth. But it does put more of a target on your back. Do you have to talk to the team at all about that, or is it just something that you kind of let go by the wayside?
We talk about it. You know, it's kind of a thing here. We're kind of used to it. And so it's not that big of a thing for us. I think the parents get really excited about it. And as coaches, we worry about it. So, we're at 2. I think this is the highest we've ever been rated. And I know the team ranked number 1, Rochester. I don't know a lot about them, but they must be a really solid team. So we'll just see where we come in the end. I truly believe, from what I've seen last year and this year, Covenant Christian might be the best 2A team in the state, but they play a brutal schedule. And we played them last year, and they put a beating on us pretty good. So we play them again this year at their place. So we'll see where we stack up.
Obviously, a lot of attention's always going to go to Bre Boles. She's got the commitment to IU. She had a 37-point game earlier this year. What have you seen different from her this season now that she's got 1 year of varsity ball under her belt?
Well, she's driving the ball better, and that's one thing we talked about. And she's such a good athlete, and she doesn't realize how good of an athlete she is. And we talked this summer about her running from free throw line to free throw line. And I said, if you'll just make that commitment to run hard from there to there, I think you'll get an extra 5 baskets a game, every game. And it's really proved out to be that point. Although Elwood triangle tuned us with Campbell and her, and I thought our kids showed great patience and we didn't panic. Who would play? Randolph. Who would play the other day? Cambridge City. They came in and really shot the lights out against us, and we're down 23-20 at the end of the first quarter, and we didn't panic, and we were able to battle back through there. So, I think we've got some maturity, and she's grown up a lot. She's got a little tougher. We got her weight training class here at school, so she's getting stronger. So I think you're just looking at the beginning product here. I think 2 years from now she's going to be something really, really special.
Speaking of senior leadership for this team, you talked about Natalia Campbell earlier. She's a 4-year starter for you. What does she bring to this group?
Well, Nat's a quiet leader. Nat's not going to say a whole lot. Probably our vocal leader is Caitlin Willis, but Nat's a great shooter, and she loves to score the basketball, and her defense depends on her scoring. She's shooting the ball well. She'll get after it defensively. So, and then we got Peyton Dobbins and Hannah Harless, the other 2 seniors. So we've got 4 seniors that have led us pretty well so far.
What's the key for this team the rest of the way? What needs to happen for this to be a successful season?
We got to get better defensively. And I think offensively we can score about anybody. But defensively we got to get better. And we talk all the time about getting tougher. And, we want to try to get tougher because I think we lost 4 games last year, and I think the teams that beat us really beat up on us a little bit, and we didn't handle that well. So we're trying to – we've beefed up our schedule and trying to play some teams that are a little tougher. And we'll see where that leads us at the end of the year.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for watching, and you can follow us all season long at heraldbulletin.com and follow us on Twitter at THB Sports.